everyone. This is James Pelton. Happy Friday to you all. This has been just a wonderful week. I've been working super hard this week. You guys have been seeing I've been throwing out all sorts of stuff and like to end the week on a banger, okay? We have Mike and Troy here. You guys, we've seen them a few times. Mike is trader extraordinaire, and Troy is one of his first students who now Troy is trader extraordinaire as well. And I think that's one of the best testimonials I've ever heard is Troy is actually, I went through Mike's stuff and now I'm doing it. And now I want to help other people do it. I think that's amazing. Yeah. That's why I love this. I went down to Dallas a few weeks ago, got to hang out a little bit with Mike. So that was a really good time. So I know he's a real person. I've seen him face to face. I'm real. He looks better in person than he does on YouTube or on video. I
appreciate that, buddy. I've been working out. You can't see the camera loses 10 pounds. No, it gains it. Oh, okay. I still got a lot of work to do. All right.
Whatever it does, the camera makes you look 10 pounds worse. We'll say that.
We'll say. But the good news is that whatever stream thing you're using, it has this little tool. It says touch up my appearance. And I went slight. I went subtle. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like I got makeup on. So that's cool. That's how it's supposed to be, James.
Yeah. See, I don't believe in that. I believe, the blemishes and everything. I mean, look at my skin tone. It's all red. I got my red skin. So anyways, we're chit-chatting too much. Let's get into the topic here today. First up, audience, appreciate you guys being here. Hit like if you're watching. Let me know. Comment. What I want to know is, have you tried trading before? That's what I want to know. Have you tried trading? Have you thought about trading as like, hey, this could be an extra income source for me? Have you thought about that? And let me know how it went for you, okay? And while we're doing that, we'll assume some people, even though I've had you on the channel a few times now, some people don't know who you are. So we'll start with Mike, then we'll go over to Troy, but quick introduction of who you are, and then we'll jump into the course.
What's up, everyone? Mike K here, trader extraordinaire. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Man, I started trading back in 2017. So my life now is trading full time. I didn't think it was going to be like that. At first, I just want to kind of cover some bills. Started out with literally the first thing I did was pay my cell phone payment, and then just kind of snowballed there from there. But I went through years of trying to figure out trading, taking every class. I mean, you name a YouTuber, I probably know who they are. Probably bought their course, actually. Anyways, fast forward. Yes, I bought James Pelton's course. Do not buy his course. No, I'm just kidding. I basically did everything under the sun, like most people, and I spent a lot of money. I spent over $150,000. I hate saying that, but it is the truth. Learning how to trade, and losing money trading, and then I had an epiphany. The epiphany was I probably need a coach. I probably need somebody that knows what I'm doing wrong. Michael Jordan had a coach. I probably should be open to this idea. And I went the bot route. Not going to get into that. I went the signal route. Not going to get into that. And I went through 3 different gurus, all right, extraordinaires, to only find out that the majority of them were just interested in selling me their course. And there was no real hands-on experience. So I never really got the answers I was searching for. Troy, my star student here, came along and wanted to develop something really cool, a community where we were hands-on. We did that. Now we have over 600 members and we're teaching people how to trade. This morning was one of the coolest calls I've ever been on with our Q&A session at just a few hours ago. One of our community members jumped on, told us that essentially he's made more money he's ever made trading. He's just jumped in a few weeks ago. And that he paid to get into our inner circle, which there is a paywall for our higher level tier. We'll talk about that. But the reason why is because we trade every day live and we're giving out this in real time. And he's literally paid for his inner circle membership through our accelerator, live trading through our accelerator community. So we'll talk about that as well. Essentially, the guy is just on fire and along with so many other students. So my story, crypto junkie turned full-time trader.
Okay. And I love that because I know a lot of people have lost a lot of money, especially during the bear market. They were in crypto and they were like, oh, this is paying all my bills. Then we found out, a lot of this was kind of make-believe, pie in the sky stuff. that we lost. And what I love about trading is it puts you kind of back in control. You're not giving your funds to somebody in, Dubai. Nothing against Dubai, nothing against the United Arab Emirates. But there's a lot of shady stuff that goes on over there. But you're taking control of it yourself. There's no one that can steal your money except for yourself. And so I love that. So thank you, Mike. Troy, what about you? Who are you?
Yeah, my name's Troy, and I'm a business owner, and I have a couple successful companies, a paint contracting company and real estate, buying and selling land. So I had a lot of success in that, and I was just kind of stockpiling a bunch of cash, just putting it in the bank. And I was wanting to find a way to basically turn that money into more money. And I looked at a bunch of different things, like, fix and flip houses, maybe looking for real estate, like houses to buy and rent. But it was just, I've done that. I've been in construction, and I realized it takes a lot of time, right? And the returns weren't really great. And we've kind of in our family, we've had a few rent houses, and it's like you're always dealing with other people and like them not paying, or something floods and they don't tell you about it. And then it's like a nightmare. And I just kept having that come back to my mind. And I was like, I don't want to be stuck with a bunch of homes and just this big nightmare, right? So it's like, I want to find something that's a little sexier, maybe something that's easier. Maybe it's something I can do from my home, like from a computer, or be anywhere in the world, because I love to travel. I'm a big time hunter. So I'm going all over the country to hunt. So that really intrigued me, that trading. I found that, and I was like, I watched all these YouTube videos of people making all this money, and I was like, wow, I need to learn how to do this, right? So I went down that whole rabbit hole of trying to find a strategy that worked. I actually went into DeFi a little bit, some projects, and got wrecked, like most of you probably have. And I was like, I don't like giving my money to somebody else to control it. I want to be able to control it myself. And that basically led me down this path of trading can get me there, right? So then it was like trying to find the right person that has already proved that they can trade good, and they've made a lifestyle out of it. And that's when I came across Mike. And I don't remember how I got connected with you, bro, to be honest. I don't know if it was a video, maybe it was through one of James's videos or something.
It's fate.
Fate, yeah.
Fate,
Fate,
yeah,
for sure. Yeah, God, yeah, I 100% believe that God aligned us, bro, for sure. But anyway, I was in one of Mike's other trading groups, and he was just kind of like showing people how to trade, just backtesting videos. He wasn't like a paid course or anything like that. It was just like, hey guys, this is what I'm doing, and I'm making some money, and it's pretty cool. And I started studying it and basically practicing it, and started getting the hang of it after, I think, a couple months of just me watching his videos. I didn't take any trades. I was just literally watching his videos, which is a huge mistake. But I finally dove in and pushed the button and created a demo account, and I ended up doubling that account. And then I went into a live account and I actually doubled that. And I reached out to Mike, and I was like, Mike, I just want to say thank you for everything you've done. I'm able to double my count, and you remember that old group. I was like posting all the time, win after win after win. And so were a lot of other people. And you're like, hold on a minute. Like, we got to talk, we got to chat. So that's when we kind of got together. I think we maybe got on the phone or did a Zoom call or something and talked. And basically the rest is history. I basically was his star student. I told him, man, this is great. I mean, it's real easy for me to understand what you're teaching here. So I know it's going to help other people, because we've all been down those rabbit holes of like super complex indicators and all this other crap. Mm-hmm. And that's what really attracted me to Mike's system, is because it was just easy for me to learn. It was very simple, like support and resistance type stuff. And there wasn't any indicators involved. I love that. And for me, I needed something that was very simple. So then I was like, man, we got to get this out to the world and teach other people. I actually have taught other people with coaching on business for like painting businesses. So I've helped a lot of other people grow their painting businesses. And I was like, man, we can kind of team together here and put something out there, and maybe it'll work. Maybe we can help some other people. So that's my story in a nutshell.
Okay, I love that. So a few, when I'm hearing a few advantages to trading, okay, because again, I look all over at all sorts of passive income, side hustles, whatever, crazy investments. I look at everything. And what I like about trading personally, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I am not an expert trader, and I don't know that I personally want to be. But here's the advantage I see to trading: is number one, you control your own money, which that's really appealing to me. Not people, you're not relying on other people. Number two, you can work from home. Troy, that's why it appealed to you. I'm doing a vending machine business that I just started. That is not from home a lot of the time. I'm having to drive. I'm in Lincoln, Nebraska. I have to drive to Hastings, which is
That's
2 hours
awesome.
away.
It's a hustle,
We're
but
meeting there.
you at least have a recession-proof business.
Yes, exactly. But this is work from home.
Cigarettes? You're selling cigarettes? Cigarette vending machines?
We haven't decided what will be in the
Okay.
vending machine. Probably not cigarettes, but something. But number three, this is easy to learn. So this is not something a lot of people, when they think of trading, they think, oh, I've got to, this is going to take me years to learn. And if you were just starting from scratch, that might be the case. But if you have a coach, someone who's gone the road ahead of you, they can show you, oh, hey, I already have, lost 6 figures, spent 6 figures going through this. Here's a fast track for getting there faster. So that's what I love about trading. So if you're looking for an income stream, work from home, trading could be it for you.
Let me just be real. Okay. This is the real talk. Okay?
Please do.
Most people are going to fail trading. There's 1% out there that succeeds. We put together a 4-day challenge. We're actually building a team of traders. And that's why we're here. We're building them in a place we call school. It's not software, but a community. Sam Ovens created this platform called School. It's like Facebook, but it's called School. And we're building a team of traders. Our higher level, we'll call them the traders that are taking it serious, that got invited to our inner circle group. That's a smaller count. Okay. There's only about 135 members so far. Our accelerator community has about 600 and something members right now. So if you shine from the accelerator, you're going to be invited to the inner circle where we trade live with you literally Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're on. We were doing every day. We might go back to that. But we had to take some breaks because we're doing some other stuff and needed the time. But basically Monday, Wednesday, Friday, live trading with us. And there is a copy trade account access that we allow as well. We're not going to really hammer that here. If you're interested in it, James, you need to drop that link that I gave you and they can go through that process. It's $7 to join the accelerator. Basically, we were going to do $1. It's $7. That's me explaining that, if I could give you one thing, this would be it. It's behind me, James. It's right here, man. This one right here behind me. This is called the blueprint. Okay. This is a Naked Edge blueprint. And this blueprint that's on this board right here, we've simplified it. And what it is the roadmap and the roadmap to how I trade daily. Okay. I had to put it down on paper or just, we had to simplify it. So the things that it's going to take you a long time to figure out is the price language of price, the price action language. Okay. That structure, zones, range, and candles. So structure, zones, range, and candles are the things that traders take a long time to actually learn. Now, what we did was we simplified those things into 3 elements, which is simplicity, time management, and then we use hedging as a form of risk management. A lot of people that have traded before or have tried trading are like, forget it, I don't have the time. Forget it, I don't have the capital. Forget it, I don't understand the risk management side. It's like gambling. I have a lot to say about that, but the easiest thing I'll say right now is spend the $7, join the accelerator, and you'll see why so many people are getting this quickly. And that's because it doesn't have to be complicated. What it has to be is just well thought out and understood. Okay. Well executed from a management standpoint. And so when you have a coach, yes, that does help. I'm not sitting here pitching that everybody needs a coach, but I am going to tell you something. Most people don't think they need one. That's just a freaking fact. Most people don't think that they need to eat right to get healthy or get in shape. If you want a 6-pack, I'm just speaking from a man, anyone's point of view, really. But like my point of view, I would like a 6-pack. I have like a 4-pack right now. maybe a 2. All right, just gonna throw it out there.
I've got a one pack right now. I've got my Christmas 1-pack.
Well, I can tell you right now, it's not going to come easy, and it's not going to come from going to the gym only. It's going to come from getting up on time, doing your exercising, and eating right. And so in a sense, James, when you say like it's easy, is that easy? Is getting in shape easy? If you're watching this and you think that that's hard, then this isn't right for you. You should probably not join. You should probably not go in there and check it out. Because if that amount of mental, struggle of just going to the gym and eating right is too much for you, you're not going to be a good trader. You need to be able to tackle something that is an uphill battle and a challenge for 99% of people that fail. So what everyone thinks they're special. Everyone thinks they're different. Everyone thinks they're part of that 1%. What is your plan to be part of that 1%? And that's my challenge to anybody watching, and anybody watching this is like, what is your plan? If your plan is to join a bunch of projects and hope that you hit the lottery, cool. Then you're going to spread your money around and hope you hit the lottery. If your plan is that, you get what I'm saying though, right? What's your plan? So all we did, James, and this is what I'm trying to say, we put the plan together through the blueprint. That's all we did, bro. That's all we did. And so you come in, you see the blueprint, I teach it to you. Then you're like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then the people who want to take that to the next level, who see that light and are willing to take the initiative, like Troy, they almost every single time, I don't think I've had anybody actually come through the course, follow our instructions, join our community, and fail. And we have almost 140 people. Like, Troy, have we had anybody say that? I don't even think we've had
the only people that bailed were just interested in like the trading or whatever, and just weren't happy with the time of day we were placing the trades or whatever, and just they wanted an easy button, and we weren't the easy button. They realized that after they got in, and then they just bailed. Right? They didn't want to put in the work and the effort. And I only want to work with people that are like serious about trading, because if you're serious and you join our community, I'm going to help you. Mike's going to help you. We've got other people that are coming up that are going to help you. Like Stuart today, he was like one of the guys that paid $7 and came in, and that's all he did. He paid $7, learned what we had in there, what's on that board, that plan. He followed all the instructions, took action, and actually traded his way into the inner circle. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like, so James, and to everybody, once you're in the inner circle, okay, I wanted to do something cool for everyone. Troy as well. We wanted to do something cool. And every Wednesday we trade with the entire community. Okay. So essentially we allow everybody to come in on Wednesday, learn from us, ask questions, the whole 9. When you're there, okay, when you're a part of that trading session, you get the trades in real time. It's a Zoom call. We're not doing, I record it on YouTube, but I'm not, when we're scalping, these are more scalp trades. Okay. We're in and out. And sometimes, you watch these other YouTubers that are on, I'm not calling any names. I'm not saying they're doing something bad. I'm just saying, what the heck, man? There's like a 30-second delay. Some people are minutes behind and they don't even know it when you're on YouTube streaming and everything. And so they miss these trades. So we decided to do it right, do it on YouTube. Do it on Zoom, record it on YouTube so everyone can get the link after. And literally one of our members was there every Wednesday, right? We've only been doing it about a month, but we have been crushing it. I don't think we've been down one Wednesday. And also we're coming off the heels of, oh God, I don't even want to throw a percentage out there, but I know with the copy trade account, we're at like 6% for the week, around there. Okay. I know with the actual live calls today alone, oh my gosh, Troy, your freaking call on the NAS today was stupid, bro. That was dumb. People made a lot of money from that. I made money from it as well. Thank you. But like, you're talking about like, you could have made 10% easy on your account just today. And so like these type of calls that are being made are like unheard of, man. And we're doing it in real time. So he paid for his access to the inner circle, and you can find out about that. You don't need to look, I'm gonna tell this to everybody right now. You don't need the inner circle. You don't need to come into the inner circle. That's only if you want to come in. If you see value there, cool. But what you do need is a game plan. And if you don't have a game plan, you don't have access to somebody that has a game plan, then you're really just hoping that one of these guys on YouTube has the secret sauce and that they're going to give you the time of day. And that most of the time they're not. And I'm going to tell you something right now. You made money on it, but I had to go too early. That's Justin. Oh, what up,
Yeah,
Pocket?
you got out too early, brother.
Yeah. Most people do. And let me tell you something about our community right now. I know you have a couple people in here. I just want to say this, James. A lot of the folks that came into our community are from your community. And we align so well, bro. Like the way that we click with people in our community, it's so that means you're attracting the right people to your channel, bro.
There you go.
You're doing a great job with that, you know. And I love like the mission that you have here. You know, it's a godly mission, and we need more honest people in crypto. And in the financial space, who the hell who are you going to listen to these days? And you're honest when you don't know something. And I love the fact that you came in yourself and you did this yourself. You know, you even told me, I mean, we're friends, right? But you told me, Mike, I'm not going to put it on my channel until I actually do it. And I respected that so much, bro. But yeah, bottom line, I don't even know what I was getting at. But you know,
I've got something else to say if I can.
Go ahead, Troy.
The thing that I feel like separates us from other people is a lot of people just tell you, like, it's like a signal group or something. It's like, hey, buy gold now, sell gold now. Like with us, we're actually showing you, like we have a chart up and we're kind of going through the process. You get to watch us set up our chart in a certain way, and we're talking about it. We're literally saying, we see this now, we see this now. We're going to place a trade here. This is where you want to exit right here. Here's you see the price, live price action movement as we're doing this live together. So what's so cool about that is you not only are we saying it, you get to see it.
Right.
And you get to see it in real time. And what that does is, from a teaching aspect, James, like that, if you see that repetition, that same thing over and over again, eventually it just clicks, right? Just like growing up, like being around your parents, you see your daddy eating a certain way, 9 times out of 10, you're going to eat just like your daddy. You're going to have the same habits as your parents, right? Or the people that you're surrounded with. Like if the people that you're surrounded with drink and party every weekend, guess what? You do too, probably. If James, the people that you're surrounded with, friends, like are good people or rich people or wealthy people or giving people, you're going to be the same way. You're going to be influenced by that. So that's why I love our community that we're building here, Mike, is because it's like it's just like real. It's like real, man. It's like I just feel like you can't get any better.
Okay. Yeah, love it.
I agree, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
And
no, this
you
is
know,
awesome.
It's funny, but I just wanted to say, remember, like 90% of our members are from your community, bro. We have not put ads out. We have not gone on. We are talking to a few other people. And I do want to say something else. We only have 1,000 membership spots. Oh, I don't know if I ever said that.
You did not ever say that. Yeah. I didn't even know that.
Yes, we have 1,000 membership spots. So once that's gone, it's gone. And we're talking to, you know who they are because you helped us, but we're talking to 2 major influencers right now who I think these spots will be gone in the next handful of weeks. They're going to be gone. So hey, look, I hope, right? I want 1,000 members in that. You know how awesome that would be to get on and trade with hundreds of people and see hundreds of W's in the chat instead of like 15, 20, you know, I mean, there's a big difference for, you know, it feels good to know that we're actually impacting some people. Yeah. So yeah, we don't want to get too crazy with the spots, but we'll reassess once we're there. But yeah, man.
Okay.
Go ahead,
no, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So so there's a limited number of spots, and yeah, we had a couple bigger than me YouTubers who are going to be picking up on this here shortly. And so again, I'll leave a link. It's $7, so it's really not too much of a risk to just kind of kick the tires. And I've had a couple people from my community who've gotten back to me and said, you know what, I don't want to do this long term. I did the $7. I kind of went through, and that's not something I want to do day after day. And I said, you know what, that's what it's for. That's why it's $7, and they don't make you pay $1,000 up front because it's not for everyone. Right. I'm personally, I don't have a lot of extra time. In fact, I have 0 extra time. Trying to even schedule a meeting is sometimes been really difficult.
Hey, let me just shut you down right here. Okay. We are up 6% on our copy trade account just for the week.
Okay. There you go.
Just for the week. I don't want to hear any excuses. Okay. You can take your time to learn. Okay. And we call it the earn to learn program. So like you put your money in and it does its thing. It's a bot, and the bot trades. It just so happens like some of the same trades we take, it just happens to be on the bot. I don't know. This thing like reads my mind. But anyways, you come in and then, you see what we're doing, man. But you can put your money in the copy trade account if you want.
Touche.
There's always that
man.
option.
I appreciate the correction. Well, and I was going to say too, one of the things I liked, I went through the 4-day challenge that you guys did, and just having the knowledge, like just having that in your tool belt. So it's like, I might not, it's not something, okay, maybe right now I might not want to do that, but now I know, oh, I could do that. And maybe, in the future, I'm thinking about, okay, I need a new income stream. What should I do? Oh, I should go back and revisit that. So there's a lot of reasons. $7 is not too much.
James, we called Bitcoin at, I think it was 33K, a swing trade. We called the NAS, the SPY at 410. The NAS was at one of the lowest points. I even told, we were all there. We were all, the whole community is trading live. We're telling, hey guys, a swing trade. You don't even have to do any of the scalping. You just come in, you say, hey, what do you think about this? We'll dissect the chart. Right now, okay, let me just say it live. Okay, the NASDAQ, we'll go back to this video once it does. The NASDAQ is going to have its little Santa rally here. We're going to break our highs. The highs, I don't know the exact number. We're going to break these highs, okay? We're going to have our little Santa rally. We're going to pull back a little bit, probably test that support now. Now it's going to turn into support. It's resistance, going to turn into support. We're going to bounce off of that level, the last support level, and we're going to go to all-time highs. And that's happening in the stock market. So mark my words, stock market's going to all-time highs. Okay. I'm going to say within the next 4 months. Okay. So now you have it here. There's my prediction. So you want to make some money, get into some swing trades. Do you think that big money has hard stops on a little 4-hour chart? Do you think that they get in like on 4-hour time frame? Like, if you look at a 4-hour chart, do you think the big players get in and have a hard stop where they're like, there's my stop loss? My money manager, my managers who manages my, whatever they're working with is called 50 million, right? Even billions, right? Like, I need to make sure I'm okay. No, dude, listen, here's what they do. Did you know that if you go back in the history of the stock market, 3 out of every 5 days are positive? That's the history of the stock market. So what do you think they do? They dollar cost average in, man. They ladder in. They don't just take stop losses. You're an idiot.
Wise choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wise choice.
Nice. Yeah, and wise choice. There you go. Nice. We'll see you in there. So the concept, James, that's out there, a lot of these concepts, it's called smart money concepts. You got ICT, you got ABCDFG. All that stuff means nothing to me. What matters to me is what's the market sentiment. And right now, the market sentiment for the stock market and for tech, we'll say, because tech really moves the stock. If you didn't know this, 10 stocks were responsible for 93% of the market rally that we've seen. Now, do you think that's healthy? No, it's not healthy, but that's just the state of where we're at, man. It's called stock buybacks. Everybody does it. Tesla does it. Microsoft, Apple, Google, NVIDIA, right? So look, what am I saying? I'm saying that, look, you don't have to scalp. You can swing trade as well. And you can get those ideas by getting involved, right? So, because if you were averaging into the stock market over the last handful of months while it's been falling, you would be up significantly right now because it rallied hard, right? And we're not done. And why aren't we done, James? Because from a financial standpoint, we're just getting started. That's true. But, you got the Fed. They're not going to raise rates. We have a 99% probability they're not going to raise rates. 13th, my birthday, December 13th is the Fed meeting. All right. So FOMC is going to come out. Are they going to raise rates? No. Okay. They're not going to. And so what are they going to do then? They're going to leave rates higher for longer. Then they're going to back off probably September of next year. I'm going to call September of next year. You're going to see the talk. And so think about big institutions. If they know that, 9 months from now, they're going to have a baby and that baby is the Fed reducing rates. Wouldn't you want to be in the stock market? By the way, your homes, your equity in your homes, your assets, and this is going to separate the middle class even more. This is a problem actually, but your assets are going to go up because what happens when they reduce rates? People start buying homes. But what's happening right now? Well, homes, it's slowing right now, right? The applications to buy a new home have dropped. So all these little things in the news, James, drive what you see on the charts. Make no doubt about it. Fundamentals move price. But
Absolutely.
how do you know where to get in? How do you know where to get in? And that's where we use the blueprint. And that's where you have a formula that shows you it's not necessarily where big smart money, it's just where you can execute a trade. That's what I'll say. I'll leave it there. It's not a matter of whether it's going up or down, it's just where you can execute a trade. You flip a coin and figure out whether you want to go up or down. But if you don't want to do any of that, I completely understand. You come, join us, get in the copy trade account and call it a day.
Okay. Love it. No, a lot of great info in there. And hey, we got some great questions in the comments. So keep those
We
coming.
don't take questions. We don't say, I'm out of here.
Yeah, Mike doesn't
Get
take
outta here.
questions. I will say I have a couple of my questions first, like my
good. Okay.
details. Cool. And then so keep the questions coming. I will bring those up. First question I have, and they're gonna be similar to the questions that I have asked you guys before. But first off, how risky should people consider this? If they use your again, people are just scared of losing money. Okay. So a lot of people I think are like, oh, if I start trading, I'm going to lose all my money. How risky is this for a brand new person if they get in? How likely is it that they're going to lose their money?
Can I give you can I answer this, Troy?
Can I answer this, Mike?
Okay. You can go ahead, Troy. No, I do. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. You got it.
So there's actually no risk, and we recommend that you don't trade with real money at first while you're learning. I tell everybody, double a demo account twice using a strategy that you feel comfortable with before you move over into a live account. So really, if you decide you like us and you want to learn or learn what we're talking about, like the blueprint, it's $7. That's all you have to risk. You'll set up a demo account. You'll start trading. You're going to learn the strategy. And if you're going to double your account twice, then I would say, why wouldn't you move into a live account, right?
I have a little bit of
you proved it. All right, Mike, you can go. Go for it.
I have a little bit of I'm going to agree with Troy other than the doubling the account twice. This is what I'm going to say. There's a 90-day, okay, there's a 90-day challenge that I'm going to give to anybody who joins. You join, you take a demo account, and for 90 days, you use this strategy. And make it a point that you don't do anything else in that demo account other than use this specific strategy. Most traders don't give it enough time. So what worked for me, okay, and I believe this, is that I finally hunkered down. I stuck to one damn strategy because there's so many YouTube videos out there, guys. You're getting distracted. You're trying one thing, it doesn't work 1 week. And so then you're giving up, you're going to a different thing, and you're trying to figure out what indicators out there and all this stuff. Leave that crap behind. If you're going to come in, I don't want you here if you're not going to stick with this for 90 days. I don't want you here if you're not going to leave whatever you think you know behind and try to just like sink into what we are teaching. Okay. Because what you're going to find is at the end of 90 days, you're going to see whether or not that strategy is going to work for you. And let me tell you something, your personality determines the type of strategy you're going to eventually evolve into if you stick with trading long enough. You'll see whether or not your personality fits to be a swing trader or fits to be a scalp trader or intraday or a momentum trader or a breakout trader, or there's so many different trading styles. But what I'll say is that you won't know unless you stick for 90 days with one strategy. And if you're really impatient and you just can't contain yourself because you're not disciplined yet, then okay, set up 2 different demo accounts, or a couple. If you're really impatient, set up 3, but then you're going to get like distracted on the strategies. So I would just say no more than 1 or 2. All right. And stick with those strategies for 90 days. Go ahead, James, back to you.
Okay. Nope. That's good. A good answer. I love that, starting with the test account. So you don't just throw in live money right away. And honestly, that's what we do in crypto, right? Is we throw in real money right away. We don't know anything about it. We get in pre-sale. How dumb are we? We get in pre-sale on things.
Pre-sale. Let's pump it up.
And then, and we lose money a lot of times. So I like this where, okay, let's start with, we'll start with a test account where if something happens, I make a mistake or something like that, whatever, nothing actually is lost. And then you can either there's 2 strategies there. You guys can pick. You can either do Mike's strategy of 90 days, or you can do Troy's strategy of double your account 2 times. So that'd be a 4X.
I like the double, baby.
Yeah, those are both great strategies. So I love that.
Well, it's all about consistency. I'm really not impressed if you get in and double your account in a week. It's like, cool, good for you, but that doesn't mean that you're going to actually be, in it for the long run. your first 6 to 9 months as a trader should just be staying alive. That's your goal. Don't risk too much per trade and stay alive. After that 6 to 9 months, you're going to really be able to see, you know, after that, if you have the foundations and you've spent zero practically within trading, like in the markets, you haven't lost any money, pat yourself on the back. You've learned, and now you have a base, and now you're ready to scale a real account. That should be where your head's at.
Love that. Nope. Great answer. All right. Second question. You kind of talked about this already, but again, we have a range of people. We got some people who have a ton of time. We have some people who have a little bit of time. We have some people who have zero time. So can you kind of talk about what the options are for those three? What's a realistic amount of time that people should be able to set aside, and just kind of help people understand that?
Go ahead, Troy.
Yeah. Like for me, just from my experience, I would say you would need to, like anything else that's new, like if you're going to work out and like want to build some muscle or lose some weight, you need to put a couple, maybe, at least an hour in a day, training, right? That's why I call it training. So like if you're new to trading, you need to set aside an hour a day if you really want to get serious and like full steam ahead. Like anything that's new, you get excited about it, and you're just gonna like spend all the time. You're just gonna like stare at a screen, right? And like just learn and absorb everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just say as much as you can at the beginning, right? And then once you start getting the gist of it, then it could go down to just like a few times a week where you're actually training. I still do it every day. I still kind of practice every single morning and train and go through some strategies and stuff, right? And yeah, so that's going to accelerate it. It really, the more time you put into anything, the sooner you're going to get to where you want to go, right? So if you don't put a lot of effort into it, you're not going to get very far very fast. But if you're here and you're in our community, it kind of supercharges everything you're going to do, right? Because you have us and yourself and your training and your discipline. You're taking all these little baby steps, and you're going to get from point A to point B like really, really fast. So for the people that have time, yeah, that's what I would do, right?
Yeah.
Now,
If you
I
don't
can't
have
really
time,
speak for somebody that doesn't have time.
if you don't have time, you need to put aside some type of dedicated hours. I mean, you're not going to get good at anything. I mean, if I said, James, I'll teach you how to play the guitar, man. I got one right behind me, bro, right here. Okay.
I already know how to play, man. I don't need you.
You don't know how to play like me. Okay. I'm going to teach you how to play.
That's probably true.
Come on. But if you said, hey, man, I'd love to learn how to play. Yeah. Actually, here's money. Let me give you can I give you like X amount up front? I'm like, cool. Yeah, here's my bank account. And you wire me the money. I'm like, sweet. All right. When are we getting started? And you're like, I don't know, man. I'm just so busy. I can't help you, bro. What do you want from me? If you don't have time, how am I going to teach you?
I think you have to put the time in at the beginning.
Let me ask you this. So how much time? Because there's some people watching. They're like, okay. I can't do 4 hours a day.
Very easy.
Do 1 hour a day.
Let's break this down, James. Let's break this down, everyone. How much time does it take for you to learn to play that? How much? If anyone's played, how long did it take you, James, to learn how to play the guitar? Oh,
where'd the balloons come from?
Yeah, this is AI thing from Adobe. From OBS. If I hold up a peace sign, there goes the balloons. It's wild.
No way. Oh,
yeah,
that is funny.
So it's your birthday twice. So how long did it take you though?
I would say, okay, I'm actually a really good piano player. I'm bad at guitar. I know how to play, but
okay, but going time, I don't want you to talk about how long in years and stuff.
Yeah.
I want you how much
30 minutes a day for many years.
Okay, so how much time, hours, like, you know what I mean?
Ooh.
Yeah. What do you think?
Probably before I was like to the point where I was happy with how I was. I mean, that was.
Have you spent 10,000 hours?
Totally. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So you've mastered, you can probably read music. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. You're a very, very, very skilled pianist. Okay. Now, if I had been trading for 10,000 hours, which I don't think I've traded for 10,000 hours yet. I'm actually not there yet. Personally, you know, but I would say a couple thousand hours. Yeah. Yes, easily. So I'd have to really do the math on this. So my point to you is this: the longer you practice at something, the better you get at it. Right. So you might have taken 10,000 hours to get where you're at, but maybe someone else only took 2, man. Or maybe someone else takes 20. So when you ask me how long does it take, it's a very individual learning process. Here's what I will say. I've noticed this. I've noticed that people who've handled big money in the past, and Troy is this type, when I say bigger money, has had their own business, has dealt with hundreds of thousands of dollars, in their bank account before. They understand what that means. They've also spent hundreds of thousands on things. They understand the value of money. They understand what it took to get that. They understand how to, manage that money. I would say they catch on a little bit faster, and they have a better chance of catching on to trading faster if they're serious about it. The reason being is that they understand what a buck is worth, and they're not willing to just risk for BS. They're there to really be serious, and they have money. They can go do other things like buy real estate, start a business, buy a business. They can do other things with that money. So they're not here to waste their own time. If you go to college and you're not serious about it, you're going to fail. If you go to college and you're serious about it, you're going to do really big things in life, most likely. That's my point of view. I think a lot of people just go to college just to go to college, but it's like if you're there on a mission. So I find that people that have had money and are successful in life already, they typically are here on a mission. They're not here to BS around. So that's my 2 cents. But I can't give you an exact amount of time, but we do have a lot of students that are brand new at trading. And within their first couple of weeks, they're turning crazy profits, man. And that is real. And I think it's also because, James, they're new and they don't know anything else. They don't have any baggage. That's just what I think. I don't know about you, Troy. You might have a different thought, but yeah.
Yeah, everything you said is correct. And I also think it just depends on what type of trading. Like, I think to learn how to trade is going to take some time up front. Like, no matter how you look at it, it's just you got to put in the work like anything else. But once you get there to where you really kind of understand things and you're confident, now it's like, okay, what kind of trader do I want to be? Do I want to be a swing trader where I'm in and out within a couple hours and I can get some trades in a couple times a week? Or am I that really, really busy person that can only look at the chart once or twice a week, like literally for maybe 10 minutes? Well, guess what? You can trade if you just have 10 minutes a week, right? But you have to spend the time, learn how to trade first. Then you can kind of develop yourself into whatever kind of trader you want to be.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Helpful.
True, Justin.
I will say testimonial from someone. They didn't tell me that I could say their name publicly, so I won't. But they told me that they've been making 1% a day using your program. They've been making 1% a day, and they've been spending an hour a day on it. So for them, that's what they've been doing. Yep. Okay. So and again, it's going to be different for different people, but there's one example of somebody, what they do and the results that they've been getting. So
congrats to whoever that is. Congrats. That's awesome.
Yep, absolutely. The second question I know a lot of people are going to be thinking to themselves is, how much capital do you need for this to be like worth it? For this to be something that if you have $100 sitting in your bank account, is it good to start getting trading, or should you get, you need $1,500 or do you need $20,000? What do you guys kind of recommend as like the minimum capital?
You need to learn first. You need to learn it. If you're asking that question, then you're really green. And that's okay, but that means you're going to spend money, and most likely you're going to spend money losing, like I did for literally almost 4 years. It's embarrassing to say it, but it's true, and it's just a fact. I was making a lot of money in crypto. James, I had a YouTube channel and everything, and James knew me from that time and everything, and I rode that crypto wave, the last crypto bull run. Not the one that we're starting, which I'm very excited for, but the last one. And, I rode that puppy up, man. I mean, I had 150X just on one project. So I was raking in 15 grand a day. Like, I thought the money was just not going to end. It was like I was at a casino every day winning. That's what it felt like. I was cashing out of my drip account. I was cashing out. Dude, it was awesome. But like, reality is everything comes to an end, right? So when I spent that money trading, I mean, I loaded up my account, 20,000, like it was a couple days. I would have made that in a couple days. So to me, it was like, whatever, that's not, the gravy train's not going to end. If I could go back in time, and you told me that if I go back in time, man, to 2020, and you said, Mike, don't spend any more of your money. Okay. if I didn't spend any money trading, I'm saying, okay, and I was making all that money, I didn't spend any money trading, okay, and you said, hey, $50,000, and I'll show you something that works, something that's real. All right, I'm going to show you for 9 months. I'm going to trade in front of you. You're going to see me trade for 9 months because this is what happened. This is my story, and you're going to see me do it, and then you're going to show me your trading. I'm going to show you what you're doing wrong, and you're going to see how a 7-figure account is managed for 9 months, every single day, 20 days a month, 20 days, in a month. I would have said, if I knew it to be true, right, and it really was it, I would have given you the 50 grand because I spent way more than that, learning it. Troy knows how disgusting and upset I am now looking back because it's just money that was wasted. So how much money do you need? You need enough money to learn. Okay. So focus on that first. And then if you do not have a job or income, that's something you need to focus on. You need to stack your cash to where when you do go live, you don't need, but I would say $500, okay, to actually trade. But I want you to really think about something. I want you to think about a good trader is focused on no more than 1 to 2% per risk per trade. I mean, that's just common sense, man. So if you're going to stay in this game long term, so what's 1% of $500? It's $5. Was that life-changing money? No. But 1% of my multiple 6-figure account is a few $1,000s, right? So 1% to me is very different. Like I was telling Troy this morning, I don't even trade every day anymore on my main account because, well, first of all, I'm on a 14 win streak, which is one of them was by accident. And so I'm not going to lie. On the 11th, trade, I was like, I set it and I put my stop loss in my TP and I kind of forgot about it and I won it. So I was like, sweet. But the reality is that, once you get to a certain level, the money's different, the money's different. So when you start out, just don't think about the money. Think about, is your account up and what percentages are you doing monthly? And then I want you to compare that to what you get in a savings account at a bank.
Okay.
What are you getting? What do you think the biggest
point? Hardly anything. Actually, their rates are pretty high right now. I will say.
No, they're not.
Well,
not
compared to what they usually are.
A money market account will give you 5%.
Yes,
that's pretty damn good.
5% a year is what I think you can get saving your money right now.
You can't get it at a savings account. The best one out there.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. You keep talking.
You can't do it. No. Yeah, but you get the picture. Like you compare that, man, and you're like, dude, I mean, we made 6% on our account this week. If you were copied, it's just as a copy trade, let alone what you did on your own. Anyways, I digress.
You do. Yep. But now it's but 5.35%. That's APY. But to your point though, 5% a year is nothing compared. You have a guy that's making 1% a day, right? That's nothing compared to 5% a year. So I just had to show you, Mike. Yeah. You can give 5%.
Here's the thing. That's not one of the big banks. These are one of these banks that could go under tomorrow.
But it's
is your money insured? Safe?
FDIC
yeah, but after 250K, I mean, where am I going to put that rest of my money?
Who has 250K? Okay, anyways, moving on. A couple more questions I have. Audience, I do want to get to your questions. Me and Mike just have too much fun, but we will get to those. Actually, you know what? Oh, yes, this was the last one. Then we'll get to audience questions. How much initial knowledge do you need to get in? Because a lot of people are afraid. I don't even know what trading is. Yeah. I don't know what anything. Is this okay for me to jump in at that level?
Troy, what kind of you had some knowledge, right? But we've had people that have no knowledge.
Dude, when I started trading, I didn't even know why people were buying and selling. I just was like, I was just kind of following people that were saying they're buying now. They think Bitcoin's going up to 23,000. And I was like, okay, I'm going to buy now. And, it went the opposite direction, or I would win some. I basically just was break even most of the time. Right. But it wasn't until I went through this training that you can go through for $7 that I kind of got the basics down like almost immediately. And we pull back the curtain and show you the whole strategy. It's just, how much time are you going to spend on it? Right. And practicing, I spent a lot of time practicing it because I saw the results pretty fast. I was like, wow, this actually works. So then I just kept rewatching these videos over and over again until I just got it and went back and back tested it on a chart. And then things started clicking. And then I started making money, right? So I didn't have any real experience at all trading. It was just, I didn't know why people were buying and selling. I didn't even know what the bars were. Like, really, I'm not a smart guy. Like, I'm a hands-on guy. I can paint your house. I know what some real estate stuff looks like. I know when something looks bad and I can fix it up and make it look pretty and sell it for more. I know that kind of stuff, right? That's it. Like, I'm not super smart when it comes to numbers. I'm not a mathematician. And trust me, we have some mathematicians that are killing it in our group, but you don't have to be a mathematician. I'm not good at math. I know your basic 1 + 1, 2 × 4 is 8. Like, that's about it, guys. That's it. Sorry. Not real smart.
My grandma, actually, I showed up at my grandma's house.
That's what I was going to ask about Mike's grandma, but I didn't want to sound weird, so I'm glad you brought it up.
How's your grandma doing?
Oh, Granny.
It's okay. If you have a fetish thing, you know, now's the time to get it out there, James. Anyways, no, my grandma's doing great. Thank you for asking. I know it's out of love. I showed up at her house and I showed her the chart, and my wife was videoing. Okay. I actually got on video because I thought it would be a good thing to just see, man. I was like, I might bomb right here. Who knows? Maybe Granny gives me a hard time today, but she's 83 years old. And I say that like it's about 83. She's 83 and she looks 60. So there's that. Anyway, she cooked like Thanksgiving dinner for everyone as well. Just side note.
Mike's 50, by the way, everyone.
Thanks, Troy.
He looks good. Looks good for his age, though.
Put that out there. I am going to be 41 on December 13th, which is like a dagger to my heart, though. But I am over the hill. But anyways, my point was I told her, hey, grandma, this is a chart. She's like, okay. I'm like, I'm going to take this line on the chart and you tell me where to stop. And basically support and resistance was the idea. But like the idea behind it was, is price action with support and resistance so stupid easy that we make it so stupid hard? Like if I just showed you price, we've done this before, James, and I just put a bar, a horizontal line, I drug it up and down, and you said right there is where it looks like, I don't know, price is like got a lot of points right there where it looks like it'll hold up price. Like if price coming down, the candles look like it stopped right there multiple times before. So I'm going to say, yeah, right there. And like you do it from the bottom, you do it from the top. Granny did that. And then I went and back tested using this, and I have that on video. And it just was like, she murdered it, dude. And it wasn't even, I don't think I had to hedge but one time. It was gnarly. It was freaking awesome. So it just kind of like, I don't know, man. It's a lot of people make it harder than it should be. I just don't believe that it is that hard. I think that there's areas on the chart that are, I think you flip a coin to see if you're going to win. Okay. But how you manage it, your money management system, which is we use hedging and we use the blueprint, right? We use the Naked Hedge blueprint. That's what makes the difference, man. Okay. James, I don't know if you're a gambler at all, or do you like gambling at all? Do you ever
I mean, if crypto is considered gambling, then I guess I suppose I do.
You love gambling. So have you ever go to the casinos?
That's worse than the gambler.
I went with Jason from Warfi when I was in South Africa. I went to the casino and I was very clueless.
Okay, well that doesn't mean you didn't like it. You liked it, right? Was it fun?
It's a fun atmosphere. Yeah, I can see the appeal. I'll put it that way.
All right. Well, I think it's fun, and I make it fun for, they want you to stay there and blow your money. But, here's an idea. I'm just going to throw this out there, right? So, how blackjack, you have this thing called card counting that you can do. And if you card count, you consider.
That I like.
Yeah, right. Well, it's a hard thing to do, but if you're good at it, the casinos, they won't actually let you play with an edge. They actually kick you out. This is like a problem, right? And that's the difference between trading, is that when you have an edge, they don't kick you out. You know what I mean? So if you really do have an edge in the market and your edge, you can play with that edge. Doesn't mean you're going to win every time. Don't get it twisted. But that's the difference between a money management system and a good money management system would be, hey, when the shoe is hot, I'm going to go hot and heavy with my trades, right? Or with my bets, sorry, but I'm so used to trading. But you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So when you're hot, when you have an edge in trading, you use that edge every day. You don't get kicked out of the casino, and that's really the biggest difference. Like people ask me, like, is this gambling? Well, it is, yeah, but you don't get kicked out of the casino for having the edge, and that's the biggest difference between it being like gambling and
Ah,
so
I
it's
like that. That's a good illustration. I'm going to use that. That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Few questions from the audience. First off, I just want to put this up here because it made me feel good. Thanks, James. You were amazing. Thank you, Genesis.
There you go.
You are
There
amazing.
you go.
And your name is also a book of the Bible. So you are my favorite person of the day, I will say. Matthew wants to know, how long is the actual course?
Yeah, it's not very long. The actual course. Okay, so the
It's probably
accelerator,
3 or 4 hours, I would say,
right?
of content
Yeah,
to
there
go
you go.
through. Yeah.
There's your short answer.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That's helpful.
I like that.
And then I put Genesis's compliment, but not his actual question. That's probably a dumb move. But quick question I have: does their training course cover strategies to pass prop firm challenges?
On the
That
inner
is a
circle,
good question.
yeah, on the inner circle we do. And let me tell
Okay.
you something. Somebody's in phase 2 right now. So we focus on okay,
We don't
usually
have
about
anything we do not specifically have courses and stuff that's set up just for prop firms, right?
yeah.
We're teaching you how to trade, and you can use that to help you pass your prop firm challenge.
There you
That's
go.
pretty easy right there.
Yeah, and on the inner
Okay.
circle though, it's more scalping. So that would be
Yeah.
you're going to learn strategies that are prop firm friendly.
Okay.
Yep.
So just to be clear, that's not in the $7 course.
Come
You're
join us
not gonna-
Wednesday. Okay. Next Wednesday, pay the $7. Come join us live trading and watch how we take a couple of these trades down with very little drawdown. And then you'll see how you're going to pass your prop firm challenge. And then
Okay.
you're going to have to get in the inner circle if you want more. Yes.
Okay, love that. Also, I forgot I was going to mention it. So if you're thinking about how much capital do I need to get into this, one thing you should think about is if you're going to do Mike's strategy and it's going to take you 3 months before you start using real money, maybe you want to start out. You don't know where you're going to be in 3 months. If you have some Bitcoin and Bitcoin gets up to 100K here in the next 3 months, which could happen. I'm not a financial advisor. Then you might have $500 or maybe more than that to start trading. So again, learning the skill you can do in a non-funded account, just a demo account I think you can put an unlimited amount of money in there, right? It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
You can kind of be like, oh, look at this. I'm a high roller or whatever. But learn the skill. Then when you're ready, when it's like, okay, now I have some money that I would like to start trading, you don't have to start at zero and say, okay, now I got to learn to trade quickly so I can start, doing that 1% a day that other guy was doing. So
Right.
I wanted to add that.
Yeah. One more thing. If you learn
Yeah.
how to trade and you can get confident, zero risk, just double a demo account, learn the strategy, get confident. Like, you're not going to be asking that question. You're going to go out and you're going to find the money to put into it because you're going to be like, I'm confident. Where's this money? You're going to go make the money. You're going to get a second job because you're going to realize how you can take that money, put it in here, and grow it extremely quick.
Yeah.
There you go.
And that yeah, I'm not going to pitch my own stuff, but we have Passive Income Engines as a new group that I just started where we focus on side hustles and things like that. So, okay, I want to get into trading. I need to start making, I need $500 to do that. Well, you can use some side hustles or something like that. Okay, I'm going to make $500. There's a lot of ways to make $500.
Oh, easily.
Well, actually, you can get plasma and you can get $500. I'm not going to recommend that. I think you can probably get in legal problems for recommending people donate plasma, but it's a possibility. So
yeah, you know what? Yeah, I mean, there's so many ways to get, $500. And if it doesn't happen right away, then it wasn't meant to be. You don't force it,
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, you know what, James, go ahead.
Yeah. After watching the last AMA, I did some research. And if naked hedging is the same as hedging, I've heard hedging isn't allowed in all countries. Is that true?
Hedging is allowed on brokers that allow it. So
that is a good answer. That's a diplomatic answer. So it's more about
there's ways around it.
Yes.
Yeah. Technically, bro, you could have two different regulated brokers, one for selling, one for buying, eh? I'm just putting it out there. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to find, if you're gonna go unregulated, I use an unregulated broker. I also have a regulated broker, and the broker that we use and when I say we, Troy and I use kind of on a daily basis, and we actually were able to get the owner, it's kind of crazy, on an AMA, which like most of these brokers, they don't show their faces. They don't, he came in on a live AMA with us and it made me feel really confident. But it's called NVFX, and they've been really, really solid. And in fact, I saw a trading group that was on your channel not too long ago, and I saw in their description that they listed NVFX. It was some type of copy trade that they were talking about, which seemed interesting. And I don't know what it was, all the details,
Yeah, I
but
think that might have been a prop firm or something, some kind of copy trading. Yeah, I do
yeah,
remember that as well, but I have so many that I can't remember for sure.
yeah.
But that's part of what they'll teach you in the course too, is like, what's the difference between a
Yeah.
regulated broker and an unregulated broker? Why would you ever want to use an unregulated broker? And it's a good discussion, and that alone is an educational piece of understanding. Okay, well, what is 50 leverage? What's 500x leverage? Why does the U.S. only allow certain leverage types? And they'll be great. They understand all that, and that's part of what they will be teaching. So hopefully that answers your question, Zelos. And I apologize that Mike called you bro. We don't know. Could be a girl. So apologies for that.
Why can't girls be bros?
Well, that's another topic.
Okay. All right.
Is
For the
there
podcast,
any
we'll save that
cost-
one for the podcast.
Yeah, we'll save that for the podcast. There you go. Is there any cost after the initial investment for the course? And so you talked a little bit about
$1 million. No cost. Not if you don't want it. If you don't want to take your trading into the inner circle where we're more hands-on, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You just get into you. Here's the whole process. Okay. You pay the $7, you go to the accelerator, you do parts 1 through 3, you apply for 4 if you want. What is 4? You'll find out. You got to apply. And we're only taking people that are, finish their homework, that do the things in the part 1 through 3. So we don't just accept anybody. Yeah. That's
your
good
answer.
Your initial investment. There's always the next level. All right. Nitron. There's always the next level. So it depends, brother. I'm saying brother now, whoa, I better back up. Hold on. Not in this 2023 environment, about to be 2024. Look, Nitron. This goes for everybody, guys, girls, everyone, grandmas. There's always the next level of what is available that your money can buy. We happen to have multiple tiered options for people. And we have an option. If you complete the accelerator course and you qualify, we have an option that will be extended to you. Oh, don't do that. See, now it gives me a thumbs up. And now what it's going to do is freeze my camera. Anyways, there's always the next level.
Oh my God. At least it's near the end here. And it stopped you at a flattering pose. So
it's the end.
Nitron, I think you can assume, is a boy's name. Okay. It sounds like that to me. So
wow, that is
2 more questions, and then we'll get out of here. Is there a certain broker we need to use? I'll let you guys answer. Is there a certain broker that you have to use?
Nope. There's no. We don't want to recommend any broker and say you need to use this. You need to do your own research. You can use any broker you want. We're here to teach you how to trade. Okay. Yep. You can trade on any brokerage. So if you like a certain brokerage, or you have a Coinbase account or whatever, I mean, you can trade Bitcoin with it. We're just teaching you the fundamentals of trading, how to be an expert trader. That's it. You can use any broker you want. We have some recommendations, but it's just people that we use. But do your own homework, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
good answer. Zelos says, I haven't corrected you each time you've called me bro, so either you're good to continue or I want to see how long it goes on for. So thanks for being a good sport, Zelos. I apologize for Mike and just will there be a TA course? Something people really are interested in right now is technical analysis. And is this a head and shoulders pattern, or what's going on here? Is that part of what you guys teach?
If you are already a trader and you want to cut through the $7 course, you want to just get straight to the meat and potatoes, you can just reach out to me or Mike or one of our team members, and we can get you, we can talk to you about the inner circle immediately. Because I know there's some people out there like me. I don't want the $7 deal. I want the real meat and potatoes. I've got some capital. I want to learn from the best. I want to be next to you every single day trading. I want to get from point A to point B very quick. Let's go. So if you're that person, just hit us up and we'll get with you, and we'll hop on a call like this and chat.
Yeah, the $7 is more just if you want to try it out. You're like, I don't know if this is something I want to do. I don't know these guys. Maybe I'm not going to like their teaching style or something. $7 is to try it out. If you really want to get good quickly, getting in the inner circle will be a better option for you in the long run. And I'll say TA is a very broad thing.
Mhm.
So I mean, they'll teach you here's a point of resistance. They'll teach you that. Okay, that's TA. So they'll teach you that day one.
Yeah.
So you will learn TA. That I don't think you guys, maybe you guys do in the inner circle. Do you do like, I always like the head and shoulders because I can show off my muscles, or I guess, but do you guys do that type of stuff?
There's
Go ahead, Mike. Yeah.
Well, here's what I'll say about TA. Okay. Technical analysis. What did I tell you about my grandma? What I just say?
That she's healthy? I can't remember.
She's healthy, that she's good, that she loves you, James, that she's made you cookies that you haven't eaten. No, that my grandma picked support and resistance zones by a specific thing that I asked her to do. That specific thing was using common sense. Okay. So most of TA is common sense, but we do have something called Zonecraft, which is our specific way of finding areas to trade in. All of that's covered right behind me in the blueprint. And all of that's covered for the $7. Those of you guys that think we're like trying to hide we're going to give you like nothing when you come in and then it's all hidden and you got to pay a lot to actually get something. Yeah, you're sadly mistaken. You're just going to miss your opportunity to actually learn how to trade. So come in and learn it for $7. We're literally pulling back the curtain. We're giving you everything for the $7. Literally, you're going to get the entire strategy.
Everything that you need to know.
Yeah,
so
everything you need to know.
That's
right.
One of the things you got to understand here. There's TA. That's so complicated.
Yeah.
There are so many different aspects of TA. But what attracted me to the way that Mike presents learning how to trade is you're cutting out all the fat, right? It's a less is more mentality and mindset. Okay. And I'm a firm believer of less is more, right? Like 80% of the crap that's out there, you don't really need. We focus on the 20% that you need. And that's what we'll teach you. So as far as TA and what you'll learn the 20% that we feel like you need based on the strategy that we have in the blueprint.
Okay, that's fair. And having gone through it myself, I will say you will learn quite a bit. I learned quite a bit. And so I'll say that. And I want to be clear too. I'll say this because you guys can't say this. They're not making any money on this $7. Okay, that's not how they're making money. Is we're gonna get 1 million people to get our $7 course. They want to help people. Okay, I can attest to that. That's their number one goal. They don't want to put in all these hours and not get compensated for it. So the goal is okay, we paid $7. We learned something. We also get access to something where they are going to teach you more and they're actually going to make some money from it. Okay. So, I will go ahead and say that for you guys. This is, they're not hoping to get 1 million people to buy a $7 course. It's a way for you just to check out if you want to do business with these guys. If you want these guys to be your coaches for learning how to trade, that's what the $7 is for. So
that's it. And don't come in if you don't think I'm going to whoop your ass if you don't actually do what we say, man. Because it's just about accountability.
Man, even me, Troy was on me like, "Hey James, why haven't you done your homework?" I was like, "Okay, sorry, man."
I mean,
I was
what are you doing wasting your time?
I don't know why.
Don't come in and waste our time. Hey, there's a link that I sent you. That's to our free Telegram group. You want something for free? You're just going to get FOMO'd into the $7. But I mean, click on that Telegram group. You can share it if you want. You can see some of actually open that up, James. Just I think it's just cool, man. Read that comment from Troy, or that post from Troy today. It's one of our members. Really cool stuff.
In the Telegram group?
Yeah, because in the Telegram group.
Let me see if I can get that. Hold on one sec.
If you can.
I don't have Telegram open, I don't think.
Okay.
But I'll get it. Just you keep talking, I'll get it.
So in here is where we post our daily what happened that day, win or lose. I mean, we post losers in here too. Actually, I think we're on a pretty good streak right now, but you guys can see, man, when you come and join the group, you'll see it's all transparent. We're not just posting things from from TradingView in here. We actually are trading live with the community. Yeah. So that last comment that Troy posted was from one of our members. Said, yes, my biggest winning real trade ever on the NAS. This is a milestone. Have moved up my stop loss to profitable. So it's a risk-free trade. It's only buttons, but it's the future potential that has me excited. I love that last line. It's only buttons. It's
That's
only these
cool.
magic money buttons.
That's cool too. If that looks like jargon to you guys, that's one cool thing about the course, and especially just spending a couple days, you'll know what most of these words mean. So if you've ever been in a trading group, I've been in there and I'm like, okay, I don't even know what half of these words mean. That's one of the coolest things for me about being educated is then you can start to use the jargon. So that all makes sense.
Yeah.
So
They're
free group.
saying, hey, they're
this.
saying Telegram doesn't exist. Mike, did you drop the right one?
I don't know.
Or
I think I
TMT
did.
Trading Group opens? Is that right? Or is it just TMT Trading Group?
It's called, let me see. It's called the
No, I
Midas Touch
pasted it wrong.
Trading.
There's the new one, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. My mistake. I'm bad at YouTube. My mistake.
See?
All right, cool.
Yeah, but you come in there and you'll just see, like, we're just posting. Now, we're not going to post signals in there, okay? But I want to be clear. That's why you get into the $7 accelerator, and then you can trade live with us every Wednesday. And we've had so many traders come in, trade live with us Wednesday. One trader just told us today that, he paid for the inner circle because he wanted in so bad. He paid for it through trading Wednesdays with us. That's badass. That's amazing. And actually, we're going to do like shorts, and I'm going to start posting these shorts. So that's going to be one of my first shorts right there.
I will say that I do have some hints that I'll post. I'll post some hints in here.
Yeah, you do.
And you can actually see some, like right there. See that idea right there? There you can see where the top of my trade was going to end, right? Now scroll down and look what happened. Yeah, boom. See, there was your entry all the way up to the top. So if you paid attention to the course, you paid the $7, you would have known this is where I should
have
enter.
known that Troy doesn't lie. He doesn't mess around.
It all the way up to the top and made some money for free.
Love it.
Anyway, I have little hints, little gems I post in there. So
awesome. Well, let's go ahead and wrap up. We've gone over my hour. I mean, I usually limit people to an hour, but we just been having so much fun. I'm going to end with calls to action. Calls to action. Hit the like button, please. I appreciate that very much.
I'm going to go find me on YouTube right now and hit the like button on myself.
Yeah, that's right, man. If you're not subscribed, Mike, if you could please do that as well.
Oh, I'm not. No, I don't subscribe to this guy, James. I don't know who he is.
You know what? You should. You're missing some nuggets. But go ahead.
I'm looking at car washes right now, man. I'm looking at car washes to buy.
Oh, dude, let's connect on that, man. Troy, me and you have a lot we need to talk about, I think. So
yeah.
I saw you got with Layer 1X. That's cool. Yeah. That's from my guys at EMP, shout out to all the EMP squad. They were a big contributor there. I'm excited for that project. That's
Layer 1X is looking pretty solid. So
but awesome, James. Thank you for having us, brother.
Hold on.
Thanks for having us,
I'm in the middle of my calls to action. Can you let me do my thing? All right. Calls to action. Hit like button. Come to this website. I left the link down in the chat. It's also in the description. Sign up for the $7. I'm going to encourage you to do it. Okay, $7. I don't usually encourage people to do things, but if you have any interest in trading, pay the $7. Get into this and see if this is a good fit for you. Then you'll know too. You won't have to wonder when you see people on Twitter. This is what happens to me. I see people on Twitter posting all their wins from their trades, yada, yada. And I'm like, I FOMO. And it's good to know, I could do that if I wanted to. So at least pay the $7, get into there, hop into the free Telegram group. I will post the right link again. There we go. That was all my calls to action. I'll post that link again. So that's all I have. Now you can say what you were going to say.
Oh, we love you, man.
James.
Thanks for having us, brother. We love your entire community. You guys are all awesome. Seriously, most of our community is made up of your community. So we appreciate you guys. And we just want to help other people win. And in return, it's more fun to win together. It's more fun to when I was making all that money I talked about, right? I was doing extravagant things for other people. Like in my fam, I bought my grandma a house just for fun. Like I did some stuff that was really, like, looking back, it was way more fun to share it with other people. And I think that's now that I don't have to do this. I don't have to have the community if I didn't want to. I make plenty trading. Like I don't have to, but it's it's a lot of fun and I really enjoy it. And like from the bottom of my heart, man, I just want to say thank you. God bless to everybody out there. And if you make your way our way, we'll take care of you. Drop me a line, DM me. I always want to get to know who you are. And everyone coming in. Sorry for interrupting you, James. My bad.
Oh, hey, man, you know, it happens. But I want to thank the audience again. The only reason that's how I got to know Mike, honestly. If I had never had an audience, if I never had viewers, me and Mike probably would have never connected. So I appreciate you guys just watching, you know, even on a Friday. It's been for me, it's been kind of a lazy day, but I appreciate you guys coming to watch. And then Mike and Troy, I appreciate you guys learning something yourself first, putting in the effort to do that, going the path before us, and then just offering that to other people. And I think that's in general, you know, Jesus says it makes you happier to give than to receive. So it makes you happier to teach other people than it will to just learn it for yourself. And I think you guys know that. That's why you're doing what you're doing. So I get asked all the time, if they're doing so well, why are they teaching other people? It's like, that is only said by people who have never mastered anything before, because every master wants to teach other people because it makes you happier. That's right. A biblical principle. So appreciate 100%. You guys doing that.
Of course. Thanks, James.
Awesome. Appreciate you guys. Hope everyone has a great rest of the day, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
You guys.
Bye.
Oh, here comes my balloons.